Hi, good afternoon. It is Julia here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm here to do an acknowledgement of the people who worked for my family. It's back 4 to 5 great grandparent generations back, so fourth and fifth great grandparents. So this would have been pre-Civil War and Civil War era. And there's no name of the land or even town, but what I do know is that it was in Union County, North Carolina. So that being said, I would like to read these names into the air. The ages, there's no ages given here, and also the handwriting is really hard to read, so not sure of some of the names, but unless it says it's a child, the enslaved person could have been, 12 or older. So teenagers were considered fairly adult at that point, and worked like adults and abused like adults. So I would just like to read these names into the record for the sake of doing this thing. Richard, a man. Sam, a man. Harriet, a woman. Mary, a girl. And Hedda, a woman. Joanna and child, the child's gender not indicated. She's a woman. Manda, a girl. Sarah, a girl. Ellen, a girl. Elijah, a man. Ben, a man. Margaret, a girl. John, a man. Mac, boy. Peter, man. Emily, a woman. It's either Ephrael or Sephrael, and I believe that is a man's name. Lucy, a girl child. Jane, a woman. Little Harriet Lemke, listed as a woman, but I don't know the age. So Little Harriet Lemke and Lemke, gender not disclosed for Lemke. James, a man. Elias, a man. Joe, a man. Eldon, probably a man. Sarah, a woman. Jane and her youngest child, Lee. Hannah, a girl. Rachel, a girl. And Louisa, a woman. And these are real people and real people's names, people who lived and died in Union County on the Dunn plantation, wherever that actually was. They may not have died there. I actually don't know that. They lived there at the time of this accounting, and I believe this is from one of the wills, but it was about 1860. So I just want to acknowledge them for the work that they did and gave. And I don't know how to say a grateful apology, because it's not that, and I'm not trying to assuage my guilt. There is no soothing the horror, actually. I apologize. I apologize that this happened. I know that my family benefited and in some way continues to benefit to this day, 100-something years later, 150 years later. And I feel like it's incumbent on us to acknowledge that. And so these people that I named are are upon whose shoulders we stand. And as I was in the middle of the night, I kind of had a thought, the name of that James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace. And I'm hoping that there is a quantum of solace in speaking their names aloud, and, you know, offering them whatever blessing or grace that can come from speaking their names aloud. I have no power, you know, around this kind of thing. I'm not magic. I'm no preacher. I'm not religious. And, you know, if you've been enslaved, why would you want the blessing of the person whose family enslaved you? I just, you know, I want them to know that I know that it wasn't okay. And the time doesn't excuse it. There were Quakers who didn't do this. There were members of the Dunn family who did not have a single slave. And I don't know if it's because they were really bad businessmen at the time and loathed by their families, or they were just, you know, weren't into it. So I continue to research and explore, and we'll see what I come up with. But as we continue our northward trek, we're going to be in Virginia tomorrow. And I'm sorry to say I have a whole other list of names to read there. So, okay. Thank you. Thanks for watching.